Antonio Hall, the top prospect in the league, is ready to go. All eyes on the rising star today. It's the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders going up against the... One down. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Antonio Hall. Showing some real power recently, averaging more than a homer per day over the last 5 games. An unreal pace. That's ripped toward center. Out number 2. My goodness, did he ever rip that fastball. Just a bit unlucky that it didn't drop in. Better luck next time. Rips one to right. Might be trouble here. Runner around third. Crosses the plate. Pulls into second with 2 gone. At the plate, Tyler Black.
The first baseman, Tyler Black.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, that's 1. To first, double play. Nicely done. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. With attractive interest rates and friendly staff, Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is the bank you can trust. Ask for Spencer. Hall, 1 for 2. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line. Makes the grab 1 away. Nobody on and 2 outs. Stepping in, the switch hitting shortstop, Antonio Hall, 1 for 3. Wallops this one out towards right center. Bangs off the wall. In safely with a double, second of the day. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Runner at first. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Tyler Black. Ground ball, could be 2. Finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly, first and second now with nobody out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Antonio Hall. Drove it off the wall last time, just missed going yard.
Nice rip.
Line drive, that's a base knock. Around second on his way to third. Coming to the plate. Scores easily. Not in time, he's safe. When you've got a knack for making contact, good things happen, like reaching 50 hits at the AAA level. Was just terrific for them in the win. Had 3 hits and 2 runs batted in. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. So 2 down. Antonio Hall getting ready to hit. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Hard hit, right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. End of a half inning of play, no score. To the bottom of the first we go. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Manuel Margot. Grounds this one up the middle. Hall, on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, bases empty. Hall, 0 for 1. It's through for a hit. Bases are empty with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Antonio Hall, 1 for 2. Foul ball there. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Fine work in this one, just one strike away from a fifth shutout frame. And that's ripped for a base hit. The tying run is aboard. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Next up for the Sounds, Freddie Zamora. Up the middle. Hall. Got the out on the off-balance throw.
Now batting, the center fielder, Louis.
Large Lad Burgers is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. This month, try their super spicy Serrano burger. If you can eat 3 in one sitting, they'll put your picture on the wall. And that hits the bag. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Nice compact bat path, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. Force play is now in order.
Now batting.
Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't. Antonio Hall, the next to hit. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday.
The shortstop, Antonio Hall.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Digging in next for the Sounds, Luis Lara.
Luis Lara.
And the pitch. Out to short. Hall. There with plenty of time. Inning over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 1 inning. Today's action is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If your humors are out of balance, he's the one to call. Ask about specials on leeches and tree panning. Hall, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Smoked on the ground to second. 1 gone. We're back here at the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Jake Bauers. On the ground to short. Hall whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Man on at first. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Antonio Hall. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. This one is labeled. And that's a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. Here's the throw. Runners at the corners now. Nobody out. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Man, that ball was smoked 107 miles per hour off the bat. Clearly doing something right at the plate. This next at bat looms very large. And a base hit. Coming around third. Scores on that one. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Big time at bat right there. Comes through and they're back within a run. Time to toss that ball out. No way it's structurally intact after it got hit 119 miles. Antonio Hall has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. He's quickly becoming the talk of the league. It's the Scranton Wilkes. So 2 down. Next to bat for the Rail Riders, Antonio Hall. Hall racked up 4 hits in his last game. Swings and lifts this one deep to left. Forget it. It's gonna be long gone. Made them pay for that one. Home run number 20 on the year, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. And there's a nice milestone for him to celebrate. 20 home runs in AAA. Nothing like some validation that you're doing something right. And with that, he reaches 50 runs batted in on the season. He has been a true asset to his team. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Mark Canha. Hall. There's one. 2 gone now. Throw off line, runner scores. We're tied at 1. Runners on the corners and 2 out. Stepping in, the switch hitting shortstop, Antonio Hall. Big game last night, went 4 of 5.
Your turn now, no better.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Hard hit to third. Play made. That ends the inning. But 2 runs for him. If your life feels bananas right now, find your inner peace with a visit to Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Sorry, no gorillas are allowed on the premises. Here's a grounder up the middle. To first. And 1 gone as they make the play. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Rips that one to center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. Bashes this one to deep left center. Back there. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. A solo blast. His second of the night. And we have a tie ball game. This ball game's up for grabs now after he hit that homer. What a moment. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Antonio Hall. 2 homers already in this one, and he's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody. That one smashed to left field. Gets over his head. 1 runs in, runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Also in to score. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. The go-ahead run aboard at first with nobody out. 0-2, and the delivery. Grounder to the left side. And that's a fair ball! Around second, on the way to third. Headed for the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. Smoked that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. The Rail Riders down to their last strike.
Way to rip it,
On
kid.
a line for a base hit. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. He really showed some great fight right there. They were down to their last strike, and he still came through with a hit to keep them alive. Now it's the second baseman, Braden Shoemate. Right side, Delgado. On to first, ball game. Obviously, he was a big piece of their offense in this ball game. Great effort at the plate. Antonio Hall, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. They'll look to keep that momentum going today. And now, Antonio Hall. 2 homers in yesterday's game. Probably feeling pretty good coming into this one.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
That one hooked foul. Mizorowski, a 6'7" righty, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2022. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bash down the right side, but foul. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner holds up at second, 2 aboard now. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Hall singled and scored the first time around.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Hit hard on a line. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. And here comes the runner. Relay, throw home. The tag out. Pulls into third with an RBI triple. Great effort by the base runner to slide in a way that put the pressure on the catcher, who had to make an excellent tag to get the out. Catcher comes away with the win this time. Top of inning number 4 with the Rail Riders at the dish.
Leading off for Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Hall stands at 6'6", 210 pounds, a former first rounder in 2024. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone, a home run. Flexes the power with that swing. A solo shot, and they add to the lead. It's 8-3. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. 2 away and a runner at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Antonio Hall. Already a homer for him in this one. And that's ripped into right, and that'll do it. Next to hit, Raynel Delgado. On the ground, right side, 4, 6, 3, but not in time. Good hustle, and the inning continues. 2 away, and the bases are loaded. Stepping to the plate for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Antonio Hall. This one hammered, and it's got the distance for sure. No doubter, and they take the lead late. Blasted that one out of here. Second home run of the game. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 12-9. Gotta be riding high after hitting that home run and helping the team take the lead. This is an unreal turn of events, and what a job they did to set him up by loading the bases. A grand slam to take the lead. That sound you just heard was everyone in the press box furiously retyping their game story. One out and two on. Manuel Margot will hit next. Here it comes. To short. Could be two. Safe. Two away. So digging in, Antonio Hall. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his third homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. Well struck, out to left. It one-hops off the wall, might be trouble. In with a double, makes it two on the night. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Hall made some big contributions for them in the win. 5 hits, including a couple of homers. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this. Antonio Hall, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. He'll look to keep that. Coming up to the dish for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Antonio Hall, looking to stay hot. Had 5 hits in last night's game. Ripped into right center, should be extra bases. Coming to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. So the hitting streak rolls on with another knock, and he's just unconscious at the plate lately. It always seems like he comes up to the dish with a plan of attack, and it's clearly been working. We'll see how he counters the inevitable adjustments from opposing pitchers. Sends it to first. 1 away. Runner at first, 1 away. Hall, 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Line drive. Here comes the throw. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play. Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with ferrets? Do stoats have you stumped? Then you ought to call Ralph's Weasel Emporium, the experts for all your vermin needs. Tosses to first, and there's 1 down. Bases loaded, no outs. Hall, 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Line drive for a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and now they're up by 3. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Sound's batting.
The right fielder, Vladimir
On the ground. Tosses to first, and the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Man at first with 1 gone. Hall now at the plate. Foul ball there. Ripped into the outfield. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And now the shortstop, Antonio Hall. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. Made them pay for that one. Up to 5 homers in the series. And they tack on 3. This isn't a pitcher who can overwhelm hitters with velocity, so hitting your spots is essential. Because if you miss, well, you saw right there what happens when you miss. Oh, what a great play. The throw to second. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Hall really excelled in this game, helping lead them to the win. 4 hits, one of them a homer. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lauren Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game it's going to be shared all over social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be at the stadium for it, so I'm excited to see what he's got firsthand. My advice to him would just be to soak it all in. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about the expectations. Just really enjoy this experience because it only happens once.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. And here it comes. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throws to first in time. Got him.
Batting first, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Antonio Hall. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. That one is gone. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job.
I mean, come on. There is no better way to get your big league career started than going deep in your very first at bat. And I can recall some pretty big names doing it when they first came up. Starlin Marte and Aaron Judge come to mind immediately, and I'm sure he's absolutely floating on cloud 9 right now.
That one ripped. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 7-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Singy, he's been the main character in this one. A multi-homer performance in his debut. Certainly a rare accomplishment, but one that comes to mind. Trevor Story back in 2016 for the Rockies.
Oh, yeah, it's been quite the day for him, Boog. He's making a huge impression here, just like Trevor Story did. So hopefully this is a great sign of what's to come for him.
Grounder might be 2. To second for 1. Over to first, but he beats it. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Yankees, Antonio Hall. Giolito back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it bangs off the monster. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Everything came together for him. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
Over to Goldie, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors. Antonio Hall steps in the box once again. It's been an impressive debut for him, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. A really good showing from the rookie, and you don't always need these guys to get off to a hot start, but it certainly makes the transition from the minors easier if you do. I hope he has a long and successful career.
Get up, ball. Get up, ball.
That's a base hit.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks,